Hello students, let us continue the session on revision of pair of linear equations in two variables. In our previous session, we had solved till question 6. Let us continue the session. Let us solve from question number 7 onwards. Question 7. Find the values of k for which the pair of linear equations kx plus y is equal to d square and x plus ky equal to 1 have infinitely many solutions. Actually, there's a misprint. This is k square. It's not d square, it is k square. We have got two equations. The first equation is kx plus y is equal to k square, and the second equation is x plus ky equal to 1. They have given that these two equations, they have infinitely many solutions. For infinitely many solutions, we have the condition a1 upon a2 equal to b1 upon b2, which is equal to c1 upon c2. Let us substitute the corresponding values. K upon 1 will be equal to 1 upon k. This will be equal to k square upon 1. If you cross multiply, these two will be getting k square equal to 1. So the value of k is plus or minus root 1, nothing but plus or minus 1. Here, if you take these two, we will be getting k cube equal to 1. So the value of k is cube root of 1. I am not going in detail how to solve this. You will learn this concept in your class 11th. If you consider these two equations, say k by 1 is equal to k square by 1, these two equalities, if you consider, k will get cancelled, k value will become equal to 1. So in the question they have asked, find the values of k. Clear? Now we have short answer type questions too. First question, sum of the ages of a father and the son is 40 years. If father's age is 3 times that of his son, then find their respective ages. Let age of father be x and that of the son be y. They have given that sum of the ages of father and son together, x plus y equal to 40. Let me name this as equation 1. They are also given that if father's age is 3 times that of his son, so x will be equal to 3 times of y. This is our equation 2. Now we have to solve these two equations. Let me substitute x is equal to 3y in equation 1. We'll be getting 3y plus y equal to 40. So y value will become 10. Therefore, x will be 3 times of y, 3 times of 10, nothing but 30. Therefore, The ages of father and son are 30 years and 10 years respectively. Now we have a question related to cross multiplication method. For this academic session, this concept is deleted. However, this concept of cross multiplication is very important in your further classes. In class 11th and 12th, it plays an important role. It's very difficult to remember the formula. The formula is x upon b2c1 minus b1c2 equal to y upon c1a2 minus c2a1 equal to 1 upon b1b2 minus a2b1. It is difficult to remember this formula. Usually what I do is I'll write x, y and 1. Then I'll follow this format BCAB. The coefficient of B I'll write first, 4 and minus 12. Coefficient of the constant I'll write next. The constant term is minus 4 and minus 20. Then I'll write the coefficient of x term, 5 and 1. Then followed by the coefficient of y term, BCAB format. Now in the cross multiplication method, we have to follow these arrows. Down the arrow, just multiply. Up the arrow, take the product and subtract from the previous one. So x divided by minus 20 multiplied to 4 will become minus 80 minus the product of these two is 48 equal to y divided by minus 4, minus of minus becomes plus 100, 520 times is 100, which is equal to 1 divided by minus 60 minus 4. We will be getting x divided by minus 128 equal to y divided by 96, which is equal to 1 divided by minus 64. Now consider x divided by minus 128 equal to 1 divided by minus 64. 64 2 times is 128. So when you cross multiply, you will be getting the value of x as positive 2. Now if you consider y divided by 96 equal to 1 divided by minus 64, y will become equal to 96 divided by minus 64. Simplify, you will be getting minus 3 by 2. 32 3 times is 96. 32 2 times is 64. Therefore, the value of x is 2 and the value of y is negative 3 by 2. Now question 3. Question looks very lengthy. The part of monthly hostel charges is fixed and the remaining depends on the number of days one has taken food in the mess. When Swati takes food for 20 days, she has to pay rupees 3000 as hostel charges, whereas Mansi, who takes food for 25 days, rupees 3,500 as a hostel charges. Find the fixed charges and the cost of food per day. Let me consider fixed charge. Let fixed charge be X food cost per day be Y. According to the conditions here, if fixed charge plus 20 days of food, Swati has paid rupees 3,000. This is our equation 1. One more condition is Mansi has paid for 25 days food and the total amount is 3,500. This is our equation 2. Now we have to solve these two equations. In a simple way, I'll consider equation 2 minus equation 1. This implies x and x will get cancelled. 25y minus 20y will be 5y, which is equal to 500. So y value becomes equal to 100. This 100 rupees is the charges for food per day. Now we have to find out the fixed charge, that is x. Let me consider x plus 20y equal to 3,000. So x will be equal to 3,000 minus 20 times of 100, which will be 2,000. So the difference becomes 1,000. Therefore, fixed charge for the hostel is rupees 1,000 and cost of food per day is rupees 500. Another important question. Solve for x and y. They have given two equations. I'll tell what to do when this type of fraction is given. Let me take the LCM. LCM is 6. So on multiplication with the LCM on both the sides, you'll be getting 3x plus 4y equal to negative 6. Here the LCM is 3. If you multiply 3 on both the sides, you'll be getting 3x minus y equal to 3. Sorry, 3 3s are 9. Comes 9. So these are the two equations, equation 1 and equation 2. I want you to solve these equations. Once these two equations are there, it becomes very easy to find. Subtract one equation from the other, we'll be getting 5y equal to minus 15. Y value will become minus 3. I am writing the answer. Y value is minus 3. If y value is minus 3, when you substitute here, it becomes positive 3. When you transpose, it becomes 9 minus 3, which is 6. So x value will become positive 2. Kindly check your answer. You have to get x value as 2, y value as minus 3. Let me check up the next question. I'll leave this question for you to solve. Now we have few word problems. Form the pair of linear equations for the following problems. It should be formed. And find the solutions by substitution method. There are 6 sub questions in this. Let us solve one by one. I have taken the first two questions in this slide. Look at the first one. The difference between two numbers is 26 and one number is 3 times the other. Find the numbers. It's easy. The difference of the numbers is 26. I have taken the numbers as x and y such that x is greater than y. And the number is 3 times the other number, 3y. Let this be equation 1, let this be equation 2. Let me substitute equation 2 in equation 1. That is, in the place of x, we'll replace with 3y. 3y minus 2y is equal to 26. 2y will become 26, y value will be 13. If y value is 13, x will be equal to 3 times of y, which is 3 times of 13, nothing but 39. Therefore, 39 and 13, these are the two numbers and their difference is 26. And clearly 39 is 3 times of 13. So that's the answer for the first sub question. Look at the second sub question. The larger of two supplementary angles exceed the smaller by 18 degrees. Find the angles. Let me consider the larger supplementary angle to be x and the smaller angle to be y. I have taken x and y as the angles. According to the condition, they have given their supplementary angles, therefore their sum has to be 180. And they have also given that the larger angle exceeds the smaller by 18. So these are equation 2. Once these equations are there, it becomes easy. Let me do 1 plus 2. By adding them, I'll be getting 2x equal to 198. So x will be equal to 198 divided by 2, nothing but 99. Once the value of x is obtained, I can find y, which is 180 minus x. So y will be 180 minus 99, which will become 81 degree. Therefore, the angles are 99 and 81. Look at the next question. The coach of cricket team buys 7 bats and 6 balls for rupees 3,800. Later, she buys 3 bats and 5 balls for 1,750. Find the cost of each bat and each ball. Let me consider the cost of one bat to be x and a ball to be y. Let me mention that cost of a bat be x, cost of a ball be y. As per the condition, 7x plus 6y will be equal to 3,800 and 3x plus 5y will be equal to 1,750. These are the two equations. We have to solve these two equations. I want you to try this. Once the equation is there, it becomes easy to find x and y values. Here, upon solving, probably you'll get x value as 500 and the value of y, you will get it as 50. Try this. So you will get rupees 500 as the cost of each bat and rupees 50 as the cost of each ball. I want you to solve this. Now question D. Most of the time this type of question is there in the examination. The taxi charges in a city consists of a fixed charge together with the charge for the distance covered. For a distance of 10 km, the charge paid is rupees 105, and for a journey of 15 km, the charge paid is rupees 155. What are the fixed charges and the charge per kilometer? How much does a person have to pay for traveling a distance of 25 km? Here I will consider the fixed charge to be X and charge per kilometer I will consider it as Y. As per the condition, fixed charge plus 10 kilometers, so 10Y is the amount paid. It will be 105. And one more equation is X plus 15Y equal to 155. Now these are the two equations. Let me call this as equation 1, this as equation 2. Suppose if you do equation 2 minus equation 1, we will be getting 5y equal to 50. So y will be 10. Once the value of y is obtained, we can find the value of x. X will be 105 minus 10y. So 10 times of 10, we will get it as 5. Therefore, fixed charge is rupees 5 and the charge per kilometer is rupees 10. Now there is another sub question. What is the amount for traveling a distance of 25 km? So let me write amount to be paid for 25 km will be the fixed charge plus charge per kilometer 25y. Therefore 5 plus 25 multiplied to 10, person has to pay rupees 255. Next question. The fraction becomes 9 by 11 if 2 is added to both numerator and the denominator. If 3 is added to both the numerator and the denominator, it becomes 5 by 6. Find the fraction. Let me consider the fraction to be x by y. According to the condition, if 2 is added to both numerator and the denominator, the number becomes 9 by 11. And one more condition is, when 3 is added to both numerator and the denominator, the number becomes 5 by 6. Now we have to simplify these two equations. Let me cross multiply. It becomes 11x plus 22 equal to 9y plus 18. Further, when you simplify, we'll be getting 11x minus 9y equal to 4. Let this be equation 1. From this second set, we have 6x plus 18 equal to 5y plus 15. I made a mistake here. This has to be minus 4. Okay. So 6x minus 5y equal to minus 3. These are the two equations. We need to solve these two equations. Then we will get the value of x and value of y. I want you to solve these two equations we will be getting x value as 7 and y value as 9. Therefore, the fraction x by y is 7 by 9. Please solve this. You may get 7 by 9. Look at question 6. Find 5 years hence the age of Jacob will be 3 times that of his son. 5 years ago, Jacob's age was 7 times that of his son. What are their present ages? Let me consider the present age of Jacob. As y and the present age of Jacob's son as x. Let present age of Jacob's son be x and the present age of Jacob be y. Five years hence means after 5 years. They are given after 5 years. The Jacob age will be 3 times that of his son. So here there are 2 conditions, 5 years hence and 5 years ago. These are the 2 conditions given. 5 years hence, Jacob's age y plus 5 will be 3 times x plus 5. Further on simplification, we get y plus 5 equal to 3x plus 15. So y minus 3x will be equal to 10. Let this be equation 1. 5 years ago means 5 years before. Jacob's age is y minus 5. He will be 7 times his son's age, x minus 5. So let us simplify this. We'll be getting y minus 5 equal to 7x minus 35. Therefore, y minus 7x will be equal to minus 30. Let this be equation 2. Solve these 2 equations and you'll get the value of x as 10 and the value of y as 40. Again, I want you to check whether x is 10 and y is 40. Similar type of question is there in the textbook. Question 6. Form the pair of linear equations in the following problems and find their solutions by elimination method. You have to follow only elimination method and solve this. Let me take up the next question. I want you to try this 6th question. 7th question, let us see. In the 7th question, they have given the set of equations. For each of these pair of equations, we have to solve by cross multiplication method. In case if there is a unique solution, we have to solve by cross multiplication method. Just for the practice sake, I have brought in one more question which is related to cross multiplication method. Let us solve that. This again you can try. This question you can try. First, identify whether there is a unique solution. Means a1 by a2 should not be equal to b1 by b2. In such cases, you use cross multiplication method. Now let us see the next question. Okay, I'll solve this by the method of substitution as well as the method of cross multiplication method. In both the methods, I must get the same answer. First, let me rewrite the given equations as 8x plus 5y equal to minus 9, 3x plus 2y minus 4 equal to 0, so that in my cross multiplication method I can use this format. I told you we have to remember BCAB format. So B is the coefficient of y, C is the constant, A is the coefficient of x, followed by the coefficient of y. In cross multiplication method, remember the importance of these arrows. So x divided by minus 20, minus of minus is plus 18, which is equal to y divided by minus 27, minus of minus is plus 8 4s are 32, which is equal to 1 divided by 16 minus 15. So we will be getting x upon minus 2 equal to 1 upon 1, which is equal to y upon 5, which is equal to 1 upon 1. So from this I can easily say that x value is minus 2 and y value is positive 5. Do we get the same thing when substitution method is followed? For the method of substitution, I'll consider equation 1 and 2. I'll name those equations. Now from equation 1, I can write, so let me take equation 2 this time. I can write 3x as 4 minus 2y. So x will be equal to 4 minus 2y divided by 3. Substitute this in equation 1. We'll get 8 multiplied to 4 minus 2y divided by 3 plus 5y equal to 9. Here you need to multiply 8 with these two terms. I will write a direct step by taking the LCM as 3 and then cross multiplying it. I'll be getting 32 minus 16y plus 15y equal to 27. This will be negative y equal to 27 minus 32. So y value, you will get it as 5. Now if you consider x is equal to 4 minus 2y, 2 times of 5 divided by 3, this becomes 4 minus 10 by 3, nothing but minus 2. Therefore the value of x is minus 2 and the value of y is positive 5. Question number 9. Again we have word type problem. We have to form the pair of linear equation and find the solution by any algebraic method. When they give any algebraic method, we have option. Either we can solve by substitution method or by elimination method or also by cross multiplication method. There are 4 sub questions here. I'll take each one of them. I'll make the equations. Later on, you can solve them. Now the first one. A part of monthly hostel charges is fixed and the remaining depends on the number of days one has taken the food in the mess. This is one of the question which is same as the question we had solved. Swati and Mansi hostel charges, fixed hostel charges. So in this case, let me consider the fixed monthly charges as Y and the food charge per day, I'll take it as X. There are 2 students here, student A and student B. For student A, 20 days food charge plus the fixed monthly charge will be 1000. For student B, 26 days food charge plus monthly fixed charge is Y, which is 1180. Now these are the 2 equations. I want you to solve and find the value of X and Y. Next question. A fraction becomes 1 by 3 when 1 is subtracted from the numerator and becomes 1 by 4 when 8 is added to the denominator. If you consider the fraction to be x by y, if it is a fraction, then according to the condition 1, the fraction will become 1 by 3 when 1 is subtracted from the numerator. From this, we can simplify and write it as 3x minus 3 equal to y, or 3x minus y equal to 3. This is our first equation. Second condition is condition 2. The fraction becomes 1 by 4 when 8 is added to its denominator. So x divided by y plus 8 will be equal to 1 upon 4. Upon cross multiplication, we get 4x equal to y plus 8. So 4x minus y will be equal to 8. These are the 2 equations. 3x minus y equal to 3, 4x minus y is equal to 8. I want you to solve these 2 equations and I'll be giving you the answer. You can cross check. The fraction obtained is 5 by 12. We'll get the value of x as 5 and the value of y as 12. Look at question C. S scored 40 marks in a test, getting 3 marks for each right answer and losing 1 mark for each wrong answer. Had 4 marks been awarded for each correct and 2 marks deducted for each incorrect, then A should have scored 50 marks. So how many questions were there in the test? Here we have to consider the number of right answers. number of right answers as X and the number of wrong answers as Y. So total questions will be X plus Y. There are two cases here. Case 1. The marks awarded for right answer is 3. Therefore, marks for X right answers, because I have taken the number of right answers as X, so the marks obtained will be 3x. And same way, marks for Y wrong answers will be Y into 1, nothing but Y, and the mark scored is 40. So 3x minus Y is equal to 40, because 1 mark is deducted for wrong answer. Now consider the case 2. Marks for X right answers is 4x, because in the question had 4 marks been awarded for each correct and 2 marks deducted for each wrong. So marks for Y wrong answers is 2y. So together 4x minus 2y is 50. Let me call this as equation 1 and this as equation 2. You need to play with these two equations and find the value of x and y. And let me tell you, you will get the answer. Cross check it. You will get the answer as x equal to 15, which means 15 right answers, and y equal to 5, which means that 5 wrong answers, and the total number of questions he has attempted, which was there in the examination, is 15 plus 5, nothing but 20. Please check your answer. This session is overshooting the time. Let me solve one more question and end this session. Question D. Very important question. Places A and B are 100 km apart on highway. One car starts from A to another from B. One car starts from A and another from B at the same time. It's not sometime, it's the same time. If the cars travel in the same direction at different speeds, they meet in 5 hours. If they travel towards each other, then they meet in 1 hour. What are the speeds of the two cars? Suppose if this is the first car and this is the second car. This first car has started from point A, second car has started from point B. If they are moving towards the same direction, they meet each other at some point C. And they have given these two cars are 100 km apart. We don't know the distance between these 2 points. C is the point where the two cars meet after 5 hours. Here, look at this. Let me join this with a straight line. AB is the distance between the two cars, which is 100. AC is the distance traveled by the first car in 5 hours, whereas BC is the distance traveled by the car 2 in 5 hours. Let me consider the speed of the first car be x kilometer per hour and the second car speed be y kilometer per hour. Why do I require the speed to be considered? Because they have given the distance as well as the time. We know that speed is distance divided by time taken. So the distance is speed multiplied to the time taken. So let me write here AC, which is the distance traveled by car 1 in 5 hours. This will be equal to the time taken multiplied to speed, which becomes 5x, and this is in terms of kilometer. And BC is the distance traveled by car 2 in 5 hours. This will be 5 times of y. Look at the figure carefully. AB is nothing but AC minus BC. I'll write AC minus BC equal to AB. AC is 5x minus AB is 5y, which is equal to 100, or x minus y equal to 20. This is our first equation. This is how we get the first equation. Now how do we get the second equation? This was our case 1. Now we have to look at case 2. Both the cars, they are traveling towards each other. Let this be car 1, which is traveling in this direction, and car 2 is traveling in this direction. Let this point be A, this point be B, where they have started. They meet each other at some point C between A and B. Alright, and they have given the distance between these two cars. AB is 100. Here they have given that when they are traveling towards each other, they meet in 1 hour. So what is the distance AC? It will be speed multiplied to the time taken. The speed is x multiplied to the time taken, nothing but x. BC is nothing but y. Therefore, AB is AC plus BC, which implies x plus y equal to 100. This is my second equation. Now I have to play with these two equations. If I add this equation 1 with equation 2, I'll be getting 2x equal to 120 and the value of x is 60. Now if you consider y, it is 100 minus x, which is 100 minus 60, nothing but 40. Therefore, the speed of the first car is 60 km per hour and the speed of second car is 40 km per hour. I'll wind up this session, today's session. In the tomorrow session, we shall solve some more important and some of the higher order thinking skill questions. Thank you.